want to.
Are we resorting to comedy hour now? Obviously, Gravity, La La Land is reserved for special people that double speak, that say open is closed, closed is open. La La Land, we are in La La Land. Gravity, obviously. La La Land, La La Land, La La Land, we are in La La Land. Gravity, obviously.
Are you ready? Call your mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom!
Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? We are in YouTube land. YouTube land is with us. Shout out to the this is an Apollo 11 patch, just in case you don't recognize it. And shout out to the frog, nailed in the wall, nailed in the door. We will set up the other artifacts soon. Squeaky Earth is over there. Frogs are okay. Everybody is okay. And this is the 1st October. Boom. How happy are you? Or how sad are you? Or how you don't care about it are you? Oh, chupacabra, la llorona, whatever you think October is, type it there. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for coming, showing up. Kuso, Mr. Malort, Charlie Welch, Farmer's Boy, Martin, Jomongus, Stefan Mudd. Thank you for coming in, man. It's 19 of you watching, and the 19 of you are 10 in the chat box. And that's the 11 likes that we have. The other 8 people that are lurking in the background haven't hit that like button. So hit the like, do as I say. Please, and now, thank you. C4 is pretty sad, looking like he doesn't have a place to. No, C4, come on. Don't say that to me, bro. What's going on over there? Don't mess with me like that, bro. Shit. Man. Further details necessary after the show, man. If you're watching this live or recorded, you can share the show at any time. Could be live, could be recorded. I threw the link in a bunch of Discord servers around. Hopefully, a few people take a little look and join us. Damn, really, C4? You got flooded. Holy cow. Damn. So I guess you weren't home when nature took a hit at us, and then when you went back, you realized that you were underwater. Oh, were you there? And you were like had to take off or something. Damn, man. Everything is gonna work out, man. Everything is gonna be alright. Shout out to October. There's a poll. October is my favorite month. Yes? Maybe no? El Chupacabra! Or Baba Yaga? Or other? Please let me know. If you like to support the festivities, Super Chat or PayPal. There's a GoFund my electric bill. $80 to go. Hopefully we can make that. It is until I looked at the bill. It is still the 3rd. Until the 3rd. We can make it, man. Blue Marble Science is here. Devil's Advocate. RT96. Anamorphic Mind and Fade to Black. Join us for join the voice chat. People around. Anybody that I like. I have a video. B-Ball shared a video earlier. We're gonna play that top of the show first. In the background. Let's see what we get. Easy now. B-Ball's video title is Witsit versus Speed, Time, Distance. The flights that ended flat Earth. Hashtag QFA63. That is the video that I have on the screen share right now. I click this just in case I have to go away and this will stay in the loop. If you join the Discord server, shout out. Chike and Farmer's Boy did. What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
So, do you think the internet will stay with us this time?
Maybe someone can invite the L-Row, J-Row guy that can help us to figure how many people voted to get the percent we see on the poll.
What's his name again?
Sure.
Elrow.
L-Row or J-Row. Or I-Row.
Oh, yes, he couldn't quite figure that out, could he? Bless him.
Okay. Let me click it. This is a laid back, relax, might be silence show, but I just wanted to go ahead on. Oh, whoa! I did it? Electricity. Someone do at least $5. Come on, guys, in PayPal because RT96 just blessed us with completing the month rent, man. The big shout out to Anamorphic Mind. To Anamorphic Mind. Shout out to Anamorphic Mind. Yeah, no, but shout out to RT96. I'm thinking like, damn it, man. Always blessings comes from around. What is a blessing? I mean, that's kind of a Christian stuff, but it's just a saying. It's kind of a human saying. I'm not invoking like a creator of all and all this shit. It's a blessing. A blessing is something that happens that you need and don't think you're gonna get, and then all of a sudden, boom, something happens, and then you get what you want, what you need. Shout out to Artie. Shout out to Laurie. Shout out to Laurie shouting me out. Shout out to Laurie, thank you. Nestle Wipes is here. Now we're gonna play Earth is Life video. So if you're not watching my screen share right now, you will not be able to see it. And once I click play over here, I'll share the link for the audience so you guys can go ahead and watch the original video. That's what we're gonna do. Straight. The whole video. And then the link is in the YouTube chat box. There you go. And then we will comment about it if we got any comments or thoughts. Big shout out to Earth is Life for creating content for us. We're going to play this in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Pinpoint asteroids in orbit, then hurl y'all thousands of miles an hour towards it.
In one of my recent uploads, I had a conversation with Witsit regarding flights in the Southern Hemisphere. You know, the ones they don't like to talk about anymore.
All right. Earth is Life. What's up, B-Ball? Let me hear your home run here.
In that conversation,
Oh, there we go.
his arguments against these flights were that jet streams would make it possible for the aircraft to make the almost 13,000-mile journey across flat Earth in under 14 hours.
So yeah, you could definitely be in the South and go over 850, 900 miles an hour, right? And then still just be clocking like a 550 mile per hour airspeed, and you would cover an insane amount of land.
And also that the distance between two airports is somehow unknown and unattainable.
Hold on. The speed is verified by the website which posted it. Right? Then I can just take this the time it took and the speed.
No,
And get the
because
distance.
the speed
Yes, you
requires
can.
the distance. The speed
Yes,
requires
you
the distance, and that's
All right,
what
let me do this real
contingent.
quick.
So can you please verify the distance and speed?
Bro, just because we lived on Earth for thousands of years doesn't mean we know the distance between Johannesburg and Australia. You think
don't?
ancient Rome knew that
Well,
distance? I'm
somebody
asking, how
does.
did we measure
Well,
it?
somebody does.
To know,
Somebody does.
how did we
The
measure it?
FFA does.
How did they measure it? Good, I'm glad they know it. How did they measure it?
I'm sure that Witsit is aware, being the intelligent math whiz that he is, that the distance an object has traveled can be obtained simply by multiplying the object's speed by the time it took to get from point A to point B. Yeah, it's pretty bad when you have to deny things we learned in 5th grade math. Rather than just take Witsit's word for it, let's see if there are any other methods we can use to figure out the distance between places on Earth besides physically measuring it with a tape measure. So I scoured the internet for websites that would give me a distance between 2 points on Earth. And sure enough, there are a multitude of websites that do just that. Just input 2 cities or 2 latitude and longitude coordinates, and they all will tell you the approximate distance between them. So when utilizing the many resources on the internet to calculate the distance between latitude and longitude of 2 particular points, or 2 cities on Earth, sitting at Johannesburg airports to be exact, they seem to always come out to roughly the same distance. Or we can just claim that the FAA, pilots, flight planners, or anyone for that matter, have absolutely no idea how to measure or calculate distances over the surface of the Earth, even though we as humans have been traveling and navigating the Earth's surface for thousands and thousands of years. You know what? Let's just say Whitsit's right for a second. Let's say that jet streams actually did aid these flights. That would mean that every time this flight takes off, it's aided by an almost 500-mile-an-hour jet stream in both directions. That would also mean that the jet streams would have to literally change directions each time the flight takes off. Now, being the sane person that I am, and just using a little bit of common sense, you'd think that this 500-mile-an-hour jet stream in one specific direction would affect other flights as well. Especially if it's...
Hey, really quick, man. I need you to pause that.
Yeah, I got it. I got it paused.
Hey, just there's a part on there that I got to take out before you get any further than where you're at.
Okay.
Yeah. I gotta change something. So just don't show it. I mean, people have already seen it, but
all right. You have any? Is it by the end?
It's between 8. No, just let me redo it first, and then I will.
All right. Yeah. But we got some information. You know, we got something over here.
It's a small part, but it's just and there's nothing with the information. It's just something personal that's in there that doesn't need to be in there.
It's all good.
Fair enough.
It's all good.
Yeah, I know.
But we got the gist of it, and you'll be hanging out over there in the server talking to these guys. Well, how is it? Do they let you talk and present your points and all that kind of shit?
Oh, like it depends. I mean, yeah, once in a while I get a chance to go in there, but you know how it is. There's certain people in there that can't really carry a conversation without getting out of hand.
I think always there's somebody. Yeah, always there's somebody of those like they like to just steer shit, just keep steering shit, and and it stinks like Rakia and I don't know Matrix or whatever. You know, some of them. Rakia, most of it.
Yeah. There was just there. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, you can play the video, but just wait till it re-renders because there was something I had to blur out.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Hi, Jose. Hope everything's okay over there where you at.
Hey, thank you very much. Good to hear you. And yes, everything is good. Weather hit us, but not as hard as I thought where I am. So we're safe. And now another guy, C4, and I feel my heart goes out to him. He got flooded, I guess. You know, he told us in the chat box just a little bit ago. So he in bad shape.
Wow. Yeah. He actually it was when I premiered it earlier. He was there. So yeah, C4, if you hear this, man, I hope everything's going all right for you.
Yeah, we'll pray for you and your family as well.
Indeed. Yeah. Thank you very much for asking. And yeah, I'm glad that it didn't go through like Louisiana or something like another Katrina happened. Because if we get one of these big ass hurricanes going through the same Katrina area, that will be fucked up, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But sorry, I had to stop you from watching it because it was literally something that my wife had caught, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Then let me go ahead and change that real quick.
Yeah. So wait a minute, you gotta fix that.
Yeah, so it's being processed. I'm processing it right now, and then y'all can go back and watch it later, I guess.
Yeah, man.
If you're still on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a little while. Well, hope if the internet, works with me today.
Yeah.
Been taking a shit all these past few days, on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, all is good.
Mm-hmm.
Leal has a comment over here. How does the jet stream work if an airplane takes off from both locations? Shout out to Leal, $5 super chat.
You know what's crazy? I was watching it last night, and I missed it though because you could see both flights were at the same time, and they literally crossed each other mid-flight. And I was like, oh man, like I haven't recorded, but it was already after they had crossed each other. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, it was the year of the sextant. Now it's the year of the flights. I'm
Yeah, man.
calling it the year of the flights.
Right, think about this. They say, all right, there's a jet stream. If I'm going from point A, that is what I am. I'm in point A. If I'm going to point B, I'm gonna just grab a wind, a jet stream from 500 miles, 600 or whatever I want it to be, right? To make the distance make some kind of a sense. But what if then there's an airplane coming exactly from point B to point A, where I am, right? Are they going also at 500, 6 or 700, speed jet stream? Because we going where how does that work when their planes cross paths? Is it just a little bar of jet wind just in the plane, like a portal type of thing, sci-fi shit?
Jose, if you can have personal dome, why can't you have personal jet
Personal jet
stream?
stream. I love it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We need to get
Damn, it
Wolfie
works.
involved. If this is going to be the year of the airplane, we need to get Wolfie, who's a pilot and lives in Australia, involved
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah.
Involved, yeah, he got to get involved there.
And
I
it
mean,
flies
this is
jets
good.
very high.
Because the
This
year of the
argument,
Sexton did not. The year of the Sexton did not go well for them. The year of the airplane is going to go even worse.
Yeah. I mean, this argument's been around for a while. I mean, didn't what's his name? Greater Sapien actually went and took this flight.
Right.
So it's been around.
Was it this flight, or did he go the? I forget which one he did. He did
No,
one.
it was 63, I think. It was QFA 63.
Because you can fly around the world now in the southern hemisphere. The flights are back. As of today, they put the Sydney to Santiago flight back up. So now you can fly. You can go Sydney, Johannesburg. Then you got Johannesburg to Luanda, which is in Angola. Luanda to
Pronounce Luanda.
Luanda, is that how you say it? I'm sorry,
Yeah, Luanda.
Luanda.
Hotel Rwanda. Hotel Rwanda.
Is it? I think it's in
It's
Angola.
it's like Rwanda, but it's Luanda, yeah. But listen, I'm sorry to cut in. I just want to say, Jose, I sent you some PP there.
I'm trying. Yeah, I've been trying to find a little window to thank you so much, brother. Like big time. I
okay.
noticed. Yeah, I refreshed the page. I said, oh shit, I still got the page up, and refresh, and I got there. You are with big $20, brother. Thank you very much. Bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, take care, everyone. I'm only on just to say hello. Bye bye.
We're great. Yeah. Hey, thank you very much. Stay safe always, man.
So I posted that video. It's from Where's Wally, but it's with Greater Sapien, and it's QFA 63.
Yeah, it's the flight we're talking about. Hey, from Sydney to Johannesburg. Anyway, so it's Luanda to Luanda to Sao Paulo. Then you can go Sao Paulo to Santiago, then take the Qantas flight from Santiago back to Sydney. So you can do the whole thing and never leave the southern hemisphere, but these guys say it can't be done.
Just realize it's very hard to see the names for real in the chat box on the YouTube view watch page. In the little chat box that I got up on.
Oh yeah, because
it's hard to see.
They're orange, and you got an orange background.
Fuck, and I was looking like I'm gonna put a little plaster, and this is like an extra layer I said I'm gonna put this color because I thought the names were green, and it was the contrast. But no, I fucked it up worse. I put more of the same color. I'll fix it little by little bit.
Work in progress.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, I haven't talked to these guys in a while. Maybe over a week ago, I was I think in GS and I was like riled up just messing with them.
So C4 took it badly. He was right in the right where it passed over.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. My mother lives near Fort Myers, and fortunately, the retirement community she's into has these big Class 5 hurricane shelters that she's in. But apparently, her golf cart burned up for reasons unknown. In the middle of a flood, the golf cart burns up. I don't know.
Maybe the water got on the electrics.
Something like that, probably.
I'm guessing.
All right. What if I make this fire green in the background? Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
So I noticed that Governor DeSantis wants aid from the rest of the United States, which Representative DeSantis voted against when when Hurricane Sandy went through New York.
Mhm.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, and
It's always like, well, when other people get money from the government, it's socialism, but when I get money from the government, it's okay.
yeah. Well, obviously.
Aye, that's better. Blue. Looks weird, but I'll allow it. Leal for a $5 super chat. Thank you, Leal, man. I appreciate it. I, unquote, appeal to authority. Farmer's Boy, personal jet stream, yes. And the year of Jose likes getting his PP hit. Yes. Farmer's Boy, personal jet stream, yes. And this is the year I like getting my PP hit, yes. Indeed.
Well, none of these
Thank
guys know anything about aviation, and both Earth is Light and even better with MC Tunes with his challenge. I mean, they're calling him out, and there's nothing
Oh,
they
yeah.
can do about it.
Yeah, challenge is going nowhere.
Well, they can't do it. They won't do it because they know that it'll disprove. It's the same with the sextant. They're gonna come up with some bullshit about how we don't know where we're going and blah blah blah.
Can you explain to me how does the sextant work if I don't have a, I mean, let me, somebody post an image or a GIF of a sextant, and then Peinas Achille is gonna explain me how it works, like very easily, like, hey, grab this and you look through this part or whatever it is.
Well, it's a sextant. The operation is pretty easy. If you got that, you look through the eyepiece and you bring the image down to the horizon. Then you do.
I need the illustration because I got lost when I look through the eyepiece. I don't know if I'm looking up, down, left, right. I don't know how am I holding the apparatus. So I need an image. I'm not even good. I'm just.
Yeah, if you go to Nathan Oakley's channel, you can learn everything about the steps there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they're experts over there, aren't they?
I miss Greater Sapien. He kind of one day left and decided he didn't miss it much.
Yeah.
It was after the whole ordeal with the flight that never took place. The day.
Yeah, I miss his voice though, because he had I don't know. Yeah, it's a great voice on top of his great mind. He has a great voice. There, well, that's yeah, that's an astrolabe actually, but okay.
Lubo in China is telling me that green fire is not good for rocket engines. It comes from burning copper. It usually means rocket engine is burning itself and is about to get catastrophic failure. Shout out to Lubo.
It's a good point, yes. Yes, you don't want to be seeing green coming out at the end.
And then we got news about Toon's challenge. I guess it's causing a bombshell. As expected, it's quite beautiful, says Jim's mind. Okay, this is a sextant. Is
Well,
it
it's
like
actually
a
an
okay?
astrolabe, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Same principle.
What's important there is the 90 degrees angle, and yeah, that's it. And the straight line.
Okay. Green fire is good for burritos. What the hell about me trying to do an accent for burritos? No, burritos. Hell is wrong with me.
It might be good for them, but it's not good for rocket engines.
Shit, trying to translate.
That means
Spanish
it's melting.
So okay, did I need a sextant? Let me Google a sextant. This confused me more because it's not a sextant.
I gotta find a picture.
I need to see it. Dude, look, I mean, this is so complicated, bro. I don't know what is what here.
I came in just to say
Okay.
burritos.
Boom. What up? Okay, I got a sextant picture here. It's not the best quality, but is that good?
Yeah. So you see the eyepiece on the right side there, but the one that says telescope.
Hold on. One, really quick. I'm sorry, but then I look at this and I get so fucking confused. This is what I don't get now. Well, this is the picture that you're gonna explain me how it works because it just doesn't make sense. What is going on? What the hell is this? What's going on here?
So that's a nautical sextant.
Okay.
And you look through the little telescope part.
Okay, this my eyes. This is my head, and I'm looking through here, right? My eye looking this way. Okay.
Yes. And then the next thing up is a half silvered mirror. Some of them only have half a mirror.
This right here.
Yeah. That's I don't know what that is. I think that's looking down.
Look at the setting of all these little lenses, and
Okay,
this is looking.
Okay, so there are two mirrors there. You see the one mirror right in front.
I see, dude, like what, 6, 7?
Okay, there's a mirror right there. To the very top is a mirror.
Okay,
that's
the
a mirror.
clear
Okay.
one.
There's another mirror between.
Is
Right there.
this a mirror? This
That's a
big
mirror.
frame? Okay.
Right, and those the glass things are filters. So when you're
This
looking at
one,
the sun, you
okay.
don't kill your eyes.
Okay.
So what you do is you look through the telescope there, and then you adjust the base, that the diagonal part, the rocker
Yeah,
part.
this should open and close like
Open and close,
Okay.
and you bring let's say you're looking at the sun. You bring the sun down to the horizon by moving in the telescope. Since that first mirror is a half silvered mirror, so you're seeing the sun, and you bring it down to the horizon.
But wait. This is this in a separate frame than this?
Yeah.
Because this
Well,
is
actually,
not looking through this. I gotta turn this. I gotta turn this.
No, you. The
This is
second
in the
mirror, the mirror directly in front, that one.
Yeah.
That one's attached to the movable part.
Yes, it is. But this one, then it's never gonna look through this.
The top one, by moving, I had one in my hand, and as you move it, the telescope and this first mirror are on one. There's like a triangle there. The sextant part, they're connected to one part, and that top mirror is connected to where the base is. So you can actually, by moving the frame in the optics, you'll actually bring the sun down. Let's see if we can find that. It's hard. I mean, you've never touched one before.
It's a flatometer. This right here. Because now this one, if we look at this photo, this section in photo, style, not a drawing. See this one, I can see, how you can. Wait. So this one is the same. How am I gonna look through here through this mirror? This mirror in the frame. This is in the frame. Yeah. Go ahead, Doofus.
Yeah, Larry's got some good illustrations of how you're actually going to operate the thing, sort of.
No, man. Does this turn this like
It's mounted to the reason why it's called a sextant, that 60-degree angle, that telescope is mounted to that. The thing that moves is moving the pieces up above.
Okay. So if I open this all the way, this telescope will be looking down because it's in this frame, and it will never look through this lens right here. And if I close it all the way,
looks through the top because that's not a lens, that's a mirror.
Okay, so this never gonna look through this.
Right.
It's gonna look through this one.
Right. Half of it goes through that, and the other half reflects up to the other mirror.
Okay. This is what I was breaking my brain. I thought this one has to be looking through this somehow.
All right. If you look at the second image that Larry posted, that illustrates what I'm talking about.
So I look through here, boing, and it just bounces off this.
Yeah, some goes through and some bounces up to the top mirror.
So what you're looking is just looking directly at what you're looking at through this filter. And what is this image? Or are you also seeing this? You're also seeing what's reflected. So you're seeing two things at once. You're seeing the reality through straight your eyes over here, and then you're seeing the bounce image of the mirror.
All right, you see what I just posted?
Yeah, the animation does it better. Yeah, okay, there we go.
What link?
It's well, it's I can't find it in the GIF.
Oh, it's a GIF. It's a GIF.
It's not a GIF actually. The web page. I tried to find it. Anyway, this is what happens here. Is you can see it move. Is that a GIF?
Yeah. Yeah, it's moving.
Oh, good. You got it as a GIF. Thanks. I was trying to get it as a GIF and couldn't do it.
So what you're seeing is the two images at the same time. Are you seeing this directly, and are you seeing the bounce image of the mirror?
Okay, that first mirror is split in half. So when you bring the sun down to the horizon, then that rocking motion they're doing is making sure you have it so that the very bottom of it is at the horizon.
Well, more to make sure the instrument is plumb, because if all the alignment is correct, then both subjects should be in the center.
Okay, I kind of sort of understand that.
And then what you're doing, the whole reason for this is then you read that reading off of the scale on the sextant, the bottom part. So this is 40 roughly.
Yeah. And that little clamp is there to, while you're making sure everything's good, and then you go to read it, it doesn't move while you're in the process of going to read it.
They're surprisingly cheap. I didn't think I could afford one of them so easily. I might buy one of them and have fun with it.
Well, a good one is still a couple $100. I mean, they're not. Yeah.
I expected at least double for a good one.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, there are to get one that you'd probably want to use for navigation is probably $500-600, but you can get a decent one for one to play with for a couple $100. They make plastic ones for $100 or so.
Okay.
Done. When you get a cheap one, though, make sure that it's a full size one, because I went to the tool guys, the cheap tool guys, Harbor Freight, and it's a toy one basically. It's about half the size. I mean, so it's good for looking at, but to really, I mean, it actually works, but it isn't good enough, really. So anyway, that's how a section works, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work on the flat Earth.
Why is what is the works on a globe and not on the flat Earth? I don't see the. Now explain to me what should we see on a flat Earth if we try to do a sextant reading?
On a 3-star fix, the next thing you do is you use for every degree, the ground position is 60 nautical miles away for every degree of the angle. So then you start drawing circles of equal altitude, and that's difficult on a flat Earth because there's no reason that the 60 nautical miles per degree would work on a flat Earth.
Typical. That's typical to a flat Earth. Like it's something like common.
There's no reason for that. I mean, that basic concept of things disappearing over the horizon at a given rate doesn't work on the flat Earth.
True. Look it up. Peinas Shield. Thank you for hanging up. Thank you for being patient. But
okay,
you know that I am illiterate in a lot of topics, and I try
you're
to
not
just
illiterate.
take a baby steps. So if anybody listening and had the same doubts that I do, which is like super, like I know nothing about it,
Thank
that's
Doofus
cool. You
for-
know, somebody will learn out of this. You know.
Thank Doofus for posting the GIF. I was trying to find that as a GIF, and he didn't.
Yeah,
he
cool.
found it. But yeah, that's the basics of using a sextant. Then after that comes some math. But the basic thing is that MC Toon also did a $10,000 challenge for anyone on the flat Earth to come up with flat Earth math and to solve a basic 3-star fix. And it's been out there almost a year now.
What is flat Earth math?
Well, that's the flat Earth math. You have to somehow not use the 60 nautical miles per degree, since that's a globe number. Even let them use the almanac, since an almanac is a globe document.
Well, the whole dealing with the solution of a sextant observation uses spherical trigonometry. Now, flat Earth say spherical trigonometry doesn't exist or is made up or it's all fake. Okay, don't use spherical trigonometry. You can only use the Bab's right line geometry or whatever you want to call it. And then it won't work.
And the only person I've actually seen attempt this even is Brian Leakey. And I think what he did is he solved the solution using normal math and then tried to backfill it in with some sort of correction factor.
But it works. I mean, in the globe there are corrections in a bunch of equations and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, you have to correct for refraction. You have to correct for your height above the
Exactly.
horizon.
So why is it so bad that flat earthers just want to throw a correction and throw an arbitrary number? They say, all right, this is for whatever X factor.
Because it doesn't. Because they have to come up with different numbers for every single different corrections or different formulae for every single different location. Because it never really works. Whereas the spherical trig, you have the uniform formulae, and you put in just your observation numbers, but all the spherical trig identities and math functions, they're consistent. In the flat Earth, they get a jumble of chaos.
Especially if you have a sighting in the southern hemisphere, things really go crazy down there for them.
But you know what? When you say they get a jumble of, I'm hungry because I like jambalaya. So don't talk like that, man.
Well, yeah, and their favorite, dirty rice.
Oh man, the dirty air. Every time they say dirty air, my mouth waters a little bit thinking about dirty rice.
Well, like I said, MC Toon put out this challenge for $10,000, and nobody has solved it in almost a year. A few months ago, he put out a similar challenge to globers, if you will, to use it using globe math. It was solved within 4 minutes. It wasn't me. The guy that did it, well, he sort of cheated. He had everything programmed out and just punched numbers in. But that's okay. It took me 10.
Wasn't it bacon?
Yeah, I think it was bacon.
Yeah, There's lots of sextant software just laying around, and all you do is key in some dates, key in some angles, and it gives you the answer. Right.
That's right.
Did he actually lay it out on a legal pad with a pencil and paper and trig tables and go through the slow method? No, but he could have.
Yeah, I know, and I was doing that. It took me like 10 minutes, but okay, I'll call it cheated. He won fair and square.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's right. Well, he was. When I say he cheated, I say that with a wink because
Regardless of the method, he still got the correct location.
That's correct. Anyway,
Please vote, people. Who is more boring, Pain as a Shield or Hoymar? vote one for Pain as a Shield.
okay.
And
this is
two
not
for Hoymar.
this is not exciting stuff. I'm sorry. This is one reason why I think flat earthers glaze over on this, because it's really the basics of using a section and trying to explain to someone that's never held one before over the net, with pictures. It's really difficult.
And the voting, remember, is for who is more boring.
I hope I win.
Yeah, whatever they say, I find it cool.
It's educational, man. People is not used to education in this channel. They just want like just shit shows and
They want a
yelling and
shit
shit
show,
like that.
right,
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, if any flat earthers are out there want to come in and have a shit show, let's liven it up a little bit.
They got the link out there, man. They got the link in Ali, mira, the Earth Awakenings. They got a link in the Flat Soy server. They got a link over there. At least I threw in those two.
Which one of the?
We could go full Monty and try getting Dan the Waterman in here.
Oh God. God. Which of the Flurf daddies decided that this would be the year of the airplane? I mean, is that what
Somebody say that? Yeah, is that a saying?
That was I don't know. I declared it myself. I don't know.
I know, but which one of the Flurf daddies got off on airplanes? Is that what's it? I mean,
all of them. All of them.
It could have been because I pressed him on the conversation several times. So I don't know.
Did they ever got off? Did they ever get off with the equatorial mount as they did with the sextant?
No. The equatorial mount's even more boring.
They should grab it. They should explain it. They should adopt it for next year or now. Adopt that mount.
That's another one that doesn't work on the flat Earth. There's no way an equatorial mount works on the flat
Earth. With these different subjects, though, it doesn't matter which subject you pick. All of them are going to destroy flat Earth, no matter what.
Yeah.
And basically, I remember when Brandon had was doing his channel, his argument was, well, it works because it works. It's working on a flat Earth, but never an actual explanation of how.
Right, it just works because God made it that way.
The way I see it is, it would have to have like a ball joint, like some sort of ball joint, for it to be able to track a star in a circular path above the ground.
Right, and it only moves in one axis, though. That's the thing about equatorial mount. And the fact that there's that little dial on it that changes it for latitude, how does that work on the? And then when you go to the southern hemisphere, it goes the other way. And how does that work?
Right.
But
yeah, Wolfie had his equatorial mount, and he put a northern latitude in, and it was like looking through the floor.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah,
that was hilarious.
I have an equatorial mount in my body. It's called an arm or a finger that points. It's called a finger that points. My example of pointing at the sun from sunrise, following it up to sunset. Now, do the path with your finger. Where did the sun go? So he can come back the next day from.
Well, the cool thing about equatorial mount is you can track that with only one axis of rotation. And that's what's cool about it.
Right.
I mean, the other type of mount is called multi-azimuth, and that has two different rotations. It's cheaper. It's easier for basic people to understand, but it's if you get a motorized, especially, it's very difficult. Now, an multi-azimuth mount will work on the flat Earth.
Are those really words?
Yes.
Okay. Just shaking.
They really are.
It reminded me of whatever. I saw something like that. He said like, "Are those real words or you made that up?" That was The Voice in The Voice. Soldier Boy. The guy was like, well, how about Bluetooth, GPS, internet, and the guy, you made those words up. The other guy that's been sleeping for a long time. Stuff.
I'm still trying to get the flat earthers to explain how the sun sets on the flat earth without using lemon optics, or what was it, floptics, flat optics.
You know what's crazy? I was over in Geo's like about an hour ago, and I heard Jeremy's talking, and he was literally making sense, saying that, if you're looking at the sun and it's at eye level, and you're looking through either an auto level or something, it's at eye level. He's literally questioning how that would work on flat Earth. So
Right.
I think there's some hope for Jeremy.
Someone also said he was questioning, what was it? Oh, something else he was questioning.
He was he was questioning. It was a few weeks ago, last week or something like that. He was saying that if you give us distances like accurate, if we have accurate distances on the globe, there's no way that the surface could be planar. He was saying that if you put an X on on a curved surface or a ball or something, and you put a square and then you put an X in the middle, and then you try to take that off of the ball and then try and put on a flat surface, it wouldn't line up.
Right.
And he was trying to argue that. He was arguing that with other flat earthers, and they, of course, they wouldn't agree with him. But he's right. I mean, he's absolutely right. And I even did it myself.
He's a heretic.
I was just say, I hate to agree with Jeremy, and maybe he's actually coming around now.
Yeah, I think there's hope for him. Let me see if I can find it. Because he literally explained this, and I did exactly what he was talking about. So right here it is. I'll post it. So I put it on I cut out these strips of paper, and I lined them up on a basketball. Hold on, give me a second.
Peter G just told me. Peter G say all wars are made up. Dickhead. Peter G, come on, you don't have to treat me like that. Oh, I added that up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, paid necessarily. That's exactly what he was explaining. And yes, watch, you'll see the picture.
Okay.
There's two pictures. Oh, it's a video? Oh, Jesus. Wrong one. Hold on. Let me delete that. It's supposed to be pictures. Here we go.
The uncensored.
Here we go. So I took strips of paper and I put them on a ball. And then when I took them off the ball and put them on my kitchen counter, the X didn't line up with the edge of the square. And Jeremy was explaining it. He was trying to tell them, yeah, this is exactly what happened. That's why they can't tell us. They can't say that as soon as they give us distances on the globe, like all the distances are correct, there is no flat Earth. It can't be.
Well, that's why they have to say the distances are incorrect.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly why.
Now,
even though they use those same distances, when they say, "Oh, we see too far. I was looking from here, and we're looking 30 miles from here." Well, where did you get those 30 miles from? From Google Earth? Oh, so Google Earth distances are correct then. So again, it's the same picture. Go ahead.
No, only up to 50 miles about. That's it.
Anything out of 50 miles is incorrect.
Right.
Right. But again,
this is related to the flights, right? Then let's say this is a flight path. These are flight paths, and if you add those up,
it could be.
They would just not add up on a flat Earth.
Well, you remember the personal jet stream will blow you off course and make distances so you can't figure it out.
But again,
Is
it's
this
just
the more? Is this the more direct that you could throw those tapes up in this over this ball? I guess, right? I mean, if you try to put it straight, like just put the ball looking down, and you put a straight piece of tape, and now turn the ball, and you're looking now from the top, or put another tape joining this
Yep.
one. Yeah, I guess.
yeah, yep. All those are straight lines. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you turn the ball, they're all
Nice,
straight.
man. Yeah, relative to you, like this X is showing you. This is straight, a straight
Yeah.
X. And if you tilt the ball and you look from the top here, this is a straight strip of
Yep.
tape, etc. Yeah, I
Oh,
got
that should have been a video. Come on,
you. Yeah,
rotate
this is
that thing
cool.
around.
This is cool.
I think I do have a video. I just wanted to, because it's hard to post videos in Discord. People don't really watch them. But I do have a video.
We got a chant on the YouTube. Brian, Brian, Brian.
Oh, the new thing. Let's go, Brian, instead of let's go.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't talk about that. No, I just
I
the
think they
Bulldog
just
one
want a
anyway.
flat earther to come in.
Let's go, Brandon, instead of let's go, Brian. Let's go, Brian.
Yeah. Let's go, Brian. That's it.
Careful what you wish for.
He's your best friend forever. Do you guys held hands and walk along the beach, farmers, when you met Brian?
No.
You guys didn't hold hands. Come on. And
We
walk,
didn't hold hands, and this
did you
part of the
skip?
country is famous for not having a beach.
Did you skip like along the sidewalk?
No.
Did you guys share a? Did you share a pint?
No.
Were you in Dover or something?
We met in the car park of a cafe that was closed.
Like a drug deal, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Two cars, pulled up next to each other, boots open, things being swapped. Blah, 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 off you go again. Yeah, just like a drug deal. I guess.
He's having his dinner.
I've heard you mention before that that he's kind of, it's all bullshit for him. Is that true?
His parting words to me were, "It's all just a bit of a laugh, isn't it?"
Oh, that was okay.
So, I read from that, and the fact that he can switch that persona on and off, literally like he's flicking a switch. And sometimes when he's ranting and raving, and then before he mutes himself, you hear him start to laugh. Yet the signs are there that he's just fucking about.
Yeah.
Because if you talk to him about anything else, he's perfectly reasonable and rational. Just not on things like the shape of the Earth,
Yeah.
I'm gonna welcome somebody because hello, I'm new, man. Hello, Equinox Shadow. Equinox Shadow is new. Thank you. I'm gonna read this comment. At Flatoverfest, a new prize will be awarded. Flat Planar Science Award, the Noodle Award, the Noodle Prize, or the Sargent Prize. But then, Witzit's massive ego will not allow it. So he will want a Witzit Prize. Thank you very much.
Sounds about right, yeah.
You think
I want
Go ahead.
The big scandal with Blacktoberfest is it's being held at a Shriners Hall. Oh my god, I thought these guys didn't like the Masons.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Probably dirt.
I think it's kind of like he's got beef with some of those guys at Glowbusters, doesn't he?
I don't think Witzit does. I
No?
mean, I don't know. I don't follow them for a while, so I don't know what they're.
No, Oakley and all those guys. Oakley and QE, they don't like him.
Witzit, no, yeah, the Oakley guys, yeah. But he's cool with the
Well, Witzit has
Globebuster. He's a Globebuster, Witzit.
Witzit has his own flavor of dirt.
Here's my question though. Like, you know how they call for some reason, well, I'm not gonna say for some reason, but they call the flat earth model they call it a straw man, right? The one that we use, the flat map and everything, it's a straw man model. But again, they still want to use it sometimes to their benefit. Like David Weiss uses it on his app. I don't see Witzit calling that a straw man. I don't see any of the other flat earthers calling that a straw man.
Well, it's only a straw man when you use it against him.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only have you got to lie to Flirth, you've also got to be a massive hypocrite.
Right. It's a straw man when you choose for it to be a straw man. When we point out the obvious flaws in it, then it's a straw man.
Yeah. Oh, it's not our model.
Show me empirical evidence. What do you mean by that? What do they mean by that? Show me empirical evidence. Please, somebody help me out here.
Empirical evidence is isn't it like evidence like like you can pretty much show yourself that you've done yourself?
Empirical evidence means an accumulation of all kinds of different stuff, all coming together. Like the sunset, the star trails, the existence of South Pole. That's all empirical. You add them all together. You don't take any one. You take all of them together.
Right, right.
No,
Let's say
empirical.
I want to
According,
choose. Yeah, let's say I want to choose one, just one specific topic. My next question is, how am I going to show you that when you're talking to me via the internet on, through the internet, and we are in Discord? That's what I wanted to get. If you want me to show you empirical evidence, what do you mean by empirical evidence, and how am I going to show you that when we're talking through Discord?
Yeah, because empirical means more than one. So when you have one, that's the special case of empirical.
no,
So
empirical means observable.
Yes.
Something you can observe, not something you made up.
Well, what I'm looking at here says empirical evidence is information that researchers generate to help uncover answers to questions that can have significant implications for our society.
Yes. It's acquired by observation or experimentation.
So you mean looking at the horizon and showing that it looks flat? That's not empirical evidence?
I think it is, but now the key is, how am I going to present you the empirical evidence on Discord? What would you accept? What would you refuse? Will you accept images, videos, live, or what would you? We are in Discord, remember, right? How am I going to show somebody empirical evidence when they ask me? We are in Discord.
I would call that qualitative. It's a non-numerical format. You haven't generated any numbers. All you say is it looks flat.
So to me, it'd be like a body of evidence, right? You show me some pictures that you've taken and maybe a few measurements you've taken and maybe a few of your buddies that took the same measurements and got the same results.
Yeah, maybe if you had some numbers, so like going out and doing the Eratosthenes measurement or something.
That's an intrinsic part of empirical evidence. Yes, data, measurements, because you record them and then you compare them against your hypothesis.
Yeah,
you can't just go, oh, it looks flat. Yeah, the Earth is flat. That's not really how it works. You have to test these things. You have to measure them. You have to get data. That's how we know that the sun isn't going away from us, because we know when we view it through any given day, it doesn't actually reduce in size and then grow bigger again when it comes up in the morning. That's empirical evidence.
And there was a mention earlier of qualitative. It's worth mentioning that a qualitative assessment is definitely still something we can use, and qualitative does not exclude empirical.
Now, put yourself in their shoes. Would they accept an image? Would they accept a graph, computer model video clip? Would they accept I don't know. What would they accept on Discord? That's very simple.
A computer model would not be empirical, but you could use empirical data to generate. Does that make sense?
What would a flat earther or a globe denier accept in Discord if they are the one asking me for empirical evidence? Will they accept images or videos? That's my question.
They won't accept anything that goes against their belief.
They'll only accept things from other flat earthers.
Because even if I turn my camera on in real time and I do something over here, they say that's you on a camera. It means nothing to me. They probably say that.
That's why I like to use Bev images, because it came from Bev, not from me, not from any glober. It came from Bev. Bev provided them.
Ah, well, technically, none of those images actually come from Bev, do they?
They
Yeah, let's
did.
not mention. Let's not keep digging into the minutia of
provided-
it. Into the minutia. Let's not mention. Nobody's else's.
Bev provided the thanks Bev image.
Yeah.
He claims somebody else took it.
Correct.
He has no backup, no evidence for it because the other party refused to say that he took it. But there are two other images that came from Bev videos, and they came definitely from Bev.
How many of them? How many things have one person do? Because if you're gonna go to a debate and talk about gravity and curvature and the sun and the stars and the moon and every detail on Earth and the flat Earth, right? Every detail on the flat Earth. What have the flat Earther done? I mean, what have he done in order to argue all these points? Because if he wants the glober, if they want me to have done everything and seen everything, have they done and seen everything, or they just preaching in underwear?
I'd say like 90% of them haven't done anything. Most of the stuff that they present is from someone else. Now, granted, it's the same on our side too, but I would say with the
Yeah.
majority of flat earthers only get their information from other flat earthers.
Exactly, and they must trust that person that they use the data from. If they use an image of somebody or a video of somebody, they must trust that person that video or image is not manipulated in any way, shape, or form.
Well, Richard has gigabytes of evidence. He just can't
But he
seem to
never
find them ever.
can never produce it, right? And I've told him about that. Like, dude, if you have this evidence, it should be readily available on your phone or something. Give me something. Like his claim about jet streams are faster in the south. Okay, show me that. Pull up some sort of link somewhere that says specifically that jet streams are faster in the south. And I've yet to see that link or that citation.
Earlier this year, in fact, on the January 1st, I declared that 2022 was the year the flat earthers were actually going to provide evidence that the Earth is flat. And here it is, October 1st, and all I've gotten so far is it looks flat and water, and that's it.
Yeah, and I trust my senses.
So you can't have the year of the airplane until the year that the flat earthers prove the Earth is flat is over. So
is it the year of Nah?
It's all that's all. It's always that.
Oh, that's every year, isn't it? Yeah, sorry.
It's the century of Nah.
It's the century of Nah. Possibly the millennium.
So Earth, you actually did this on the basketball. That's cool.
Yeah, I literally, as they were talking about it, and it was right after me and Witsit had our conversation, and then Jeremy was going on about, if this is possible on Earth, there's no way that the surface can be planar because, the distances just wouldn't add up. He was arguing that for about a good hour with those guys. So I think I clipped it out. I'm probably gonna post it or something. And I was like, "Yep, you're absolutely right, Jeremy. That's why you have to argue with us about distances. That's why you got to claim that we don't know distances on the Earth."
Well, the GIF that I posted is this one basically, and then they sort of squish the triangle so that three other sides or one of the diagonals fits, and then the other diagonal doesn't fit.
Oh, this is from Joss Lays, right? Didn't Joss Lays make this?
I mean, you could take your square with the two sides, the two diagonals, both of them don't match. If you squish the triangle one direction, one of the diagonals will match, the other one won't.
Right. No, I'm saying this GIF. This is from Joss. I think this is from Joss Lays.
I steal everything. I don't know who did that. It's a good one though. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a scientific term, squish. So I don't know that.
It's not a GIF. It's a big frog with an earth on his arm.
I'm looking at the chat. Yeah.
What about the frogs? I heard something happened to your frogs.
Did they get blown away, Jose?
Yeah.
Since I moved over here over 2 years ago, there's no frogs in this area.
No,
my frogs on the squeaky earth. No, they're good. They're good.
Oh, okay.
They're happy right here in the porch where I am sitting, but in a different corner. So they're not seen for the camera.
What are you saying? There's no frog in your area. There's water everywhere and no frogs.
And not in this neighborhood now. There
No,
might be a
definitely.
handful of them random, but not like when I lived in the previous place, which it was next to a like a canal, not a canal, like a pond type of thing, little river, and it was nasty water. There were crocodiles in there. It was a lot of snakes. It was all kinds of insects, and it was a shitload of frogs because it was very woody, very
The noisy nighttime ones.
Yes, yes.
The Caribbean frogs.
Yep, big time noisy.
Man, those guys, I actually saw one during the daytime. They're little.
Yeah.
They must be like 90% vocal cord. Or just a little animal. They make a loud ass sound.
Yeah,
It's just very good at throwing their voices.
No, they have a sac that swell.
Yep.
Under the chin. It amplifies the sound.
Then in the other place over there was some nasty horse flies. Those big yellow flies that bite. They bite hard. I mean, and they leave it. They like infection. It was fucking horrible, man.
Yeah, they
Painful.
take a piece of skin with them when they go.
Oh, it's painful, man, and it swells big time, man. Yeah, worse than fucking bees, man.
I don't like bees.
They're horrible, and wasps are bad too, man. I don't like biting insects.
Bees are actually very tame. Some of them entered my room during this summer, and I started to flail around to chase them out, and they choose the right path. They choose to leave, which I'm pretty sure wasps wouldn't have. I think they figured out like, oh, there's nothing to eat right now, and there is this giant, so we'll just go away.
Well, those are probably European bees. Africanized bees are more aggressive.
Oh, absolutely. You're correct.
What we had in Puerto Rico was centipedes. Huge centipedes. I mean, not as, let me see, I got one image. Not as this one big. I never saw one like this, but almost. Almost, man.
Is that a real thing, or is that a robot?
I think so. I think it's a real thing because there are centipedes this big.
You
And in
get
Puerto Rico,
centipedes
they
that
were,
size over in
Puerto Rico,
Far
they were
East, I
almost
think.
this big. But this is like a mannequin hand, you know? Oh no, it's a true arm. But yeah,
I hope that
this
one
is
doesn't
real
bite
thing.
then.
Some do.
Them fuckers are
Some are
evil.
venomous, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, some are venomous. The ones, these brown ones, it was like red, very red, and
Okay,
it beat my neighbor in the ankle. She had flip flops, and she got in shock, and she got all kinds of shaky and puking, but it wasn't lethal. So that centipede wasn't venomous as in that sense, but it gave her a bunch of pain every time.
Apparently, one of the TikTok people has a picture of a blue ring.
You hot mic people.
No, I'm looking at that centipede. What
Oh,
the heck?
yeah, man.
Apparently, there's
Yeah,
a TikTok video where this one of these guys has a blue ring octopus in his hand, a little one, and he's going, "Oh, look at it, flash its rings, and oh, isn't that
Oh,
cool?"
yeah.
Not realizing that if it bites him, he might die.
Yeah, they're extremely poisonous. They're a cute looking little thing, but it's like, for fuck's sake, don't pick it up and play with it.
And apparently the little ones are more dangerous than the big ones because the big ones know they only give you a little bit of poison, whereas
You want to
They
say
were.
that not venomous and cuter? Pick a millipede.
Hey, Jose.
We had, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, whenever you're ready, you guys can play that because I fixed it now. It's re-rendered.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll play in a bit. Over there, we used to grab it in big plastic bottles, like 2 little soda bottles, and we put a lid on it, and we used to capture this, in the thing, and we threw lizards, and they ate the lizards. They killed them and ate half of them.
Yeah.
But then we dig spiders, but the big, I don't know if they were tarantulas. We called them tarantulas in Puerto Rico, but they weren't that gigantic, like 2 feet big, you know, like the real. But they were almost arm big, like very hairy, very dark, pitch black, hairy, and they were almost the arm big. So we used to dump water, tons of water in the holes. There were solid holes in the ground, and then they came out like just narrowing all the legs, crumpled together. When they exit the hole, they just like sponged up big time. And we used to capture those, put them together to fight and shit.
So
we didn't have
you're
scorpions, but we had tarantulas and centipedes, big ones.
so you're okay from this, and your family's okay from the Francine hurricane.
Yeah. Everybody's
Good.
good. In Puerto Rico, everybody's good for that, and over here, me and my family are good with that. Yeah.
Good.
No damage for us. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the
Shout
causeway
out
to
Sandy.
the causeway to Sanibel Island is out, and that's a whole bunch of rich people that aren't gonna be able to get to their summer homes. Oh darn!
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch a lot. Of this. I watched a little bit, but I don't. I mean, I knew this was coming, and I kind of followed twice a day until it was really close that the day before. I said, all right, now I'm gonna pay attention and see if it's coming or not or whatever. But yeah, we were lucky that it went way south. So we got hit by outer bands, but it wasn't as solid strong.
Well, the only thing we got here was a bunch of wind. It wasn't really tropical force winds either, but it.
Yeah, we
rained
didn't
like
get a
all
lot
this
of water here. We didn't get flooded over here, so things. I mean, like that was good. But then C4, he got hit over there where he lives. He got flooded big time. We'll make it. Earth is live. You reposted the video. Okay, so I'm gonna play this video in 1.25
Pinpoint
speed now,
asteroids in orbit.
so we can make up for what we took earlier. 125. I'm gonna put this in loop just in case I gotta run and it finishes and it don't replay something with copyright thing, you know. All right. If you're watching my screen share, guys, click it now and let's hear this up. Boom.
Then hurl y'all thousands of miles an hour towards it.
In one of my recent uploads, I had a conversation with Witsit regarding flights in the Southern Hemisphere. You know, the ones they don't like to talk about anymore.
All right. Earth is life. What's up, B-ball?
I'm gonna go eat.
In that conversation, his arguments against these flights were that jet streams would make it possible for the aircraft to make the almost 13,000-mile journey across flat Earth in under 14 hours.
So yeah, you could definitely be in the south. You could definitely be in the south and go over 850, 900 miles an hour, right? And then still just be clocking like a 550 mile per hour airspeed, and you would cover an insane amount of land.
And also that the distance between two airports is somehow unknown and unattainable.
Hold on. The speed is verified by the website which posted it. Right? Then I can just take this the time it took and the speed.
No,
And get the distance.
speed
Yes, you
requires
can.
distance. The speed requires
Yes, you
the distance, and that's
All right,
what
let me do this real quick.
So can you please verify the distance and speed?
Bro, just because we lived on Earth for thousands of years doesn't mean we know the distance between Johannesburg and Australia. You think
don't?
ancient Rome knew that
Well,
distance? I'm
somebody
asking, how
does.
did we measure
Well, somebody
it?
does.
To know,
Somebody does.
how did we
Ancient
measure
Rome
it?
got to do it.
How did they measure it? Good. I'm glad they know it. How did they measure it?
I'm sure that Witsit is aware, being the intelligent math whiz that he is, that the distance an object has traveled can be obtained simply by multiplying the object's speed by the time it took to get from point A to point B. Yeah, it's pretty bad when you have to deny things we learned in 5th grade math. Rather than just take Witsit's word for it, let's see if there are any other methods we can use to figure out the distance between places on Earth besides physically measuring it with a tape measure. So I scoured the internet for websites that would give me a distance between 2 points on Earth. And sure enough, there are a multitude of websites that do just that. Just input 2 cities or 2 latitude and longitude coordinates, and they all will tell you the approximate distance between them. So when utilizing the many resources on the internet to calculate the distance between latitude and longitude of 2 particular points, or 2 cities on Earth, Sydney and Johannesburg airports to be exact, they seem to always come out to roughly the same distance. Or we can just claim that the FAA, pilots, flight planners, or anyone for that matter, have absolutely no idea how to measure or calculate distances over the surface of the Earth, even though we as humans have been traveling and navigating the Earth's surface for thousands and thousands of years. You know what? Let's just say Witsit's right for a second. Let's say that jet streams actually did aid these flights. That would mean that every time this flight takes off, it's aided by an almost 500 mile an hour jet stream in both directions. That would also mean that the jet streams would have to literally change directions each time the flight takes off. Now, being the sane person that I am, and just using a little bit of common sense, you'd think that this 500-mile-an-hour jet stream in one specific direction would affect other flights as well, especially if it's traveling in the direction over the flight Earth that it would have to travel. That being said, flights coming in the opposite direction probably wouldn't make it too far, since they're receiving a 500-mile-an-hour headwind. And any other flights moving through this jet stream would be blown wildly off course. Just something to think about next time you try and make this claim. Just hear me out, Witsit. I'm going to help you out so we can make this work on Flat Earth. Now, Witsit, if you don't like that, let's break down the math just to make it a little bit clearer for you to understand. First, we have an almost 13,000-mile distance. Why 13,000 miles, you ask? Well, as I demonstrated in a previous video, if you laid a Flat Earth flight path out on a globe, the distances covered over the land masses in the water come out to roughly that distance. Next, we have an aircraft that can travel about 550 miles per hour, which is its airspeed. And we have to cover this distance in under 14 hours. And just in case my friend Witsit doesn't understand what ground speed versus airspeed is, here's a simple to understand diagram. Ground speed is simply airspeed plus wind speed. So without a strong jet stream to help us along, our flight is going to take roughly 23 hours, which is 5 hours longer than the longest nonstop flight on record. The fastest reported jet stream on record was 260 miles per hour, which happened on February 9th, 2020, during a flight between New York and London. Now, if we add this record-setting 260 mile an hour jet stream to our 550 mile an hour flight speed, we get a ground speed of 810 miles per hour. This would result in a flight time of just over 16 hours, which is still 2 hours longer than a normal flight time of 14 hours between Sydney and Johannesburg. So in order to make this flight under 14 and a half hours, we need an almost 350 mile an hour jet stream added to our 550 mile an hour flight speed, bringing our total ground speed to 900 miles per hour. So there you go, a 350 mile an hour jet stream taking our 550 mile an hour aircraft to a total ground speed of 900 miles per hour, making our 13,000 mile trip in under 14 hours. This could totally work on Flat Earth. But there's just one problem. Well, several problems. Problem number one, QFA 63 travels from east to west, which by the way, is fighting against the jet stream. So if you want to go with the jet stream, you're going to have to make this trip in under 11 hours. Let's see, 13,000 miles across Flat Earth, divided by 11 hours, that is, 1,181 miles per hour. That's how fast your 787 is going to have to go. What's it? Guess how fast your jet stream has to be? Yep, 631 miles per hour. Thanks for playing, bro. Problem number two. As you stated before, the fastest jet stream on record happened in the Northern Hemisphere one time in history. The average speed of jet streams on any given day is between 80 and 140 miles per hour. Thanks for playing, bro. Problem number three. According to NOAA and National Geographic, jet streams are strongest in the wintertime in the Southern and Northern Hemisphere. Your claim that jet streams are faster in the Southern Hemisphere is just wrong. I'm not sure where you got that from. Maybe you thought wintertime only happens in the Southern Hemisphere? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for playing, bro. Problem number four. Jet streams flow from west to east. So if it's blowing nearly 200 miles per hour in one direction, it's not just going to flip around and help the next flight going in the opposite direction. Thanks for playing, bro. And problem number five. You might want to research what actually causes jet streams in the first place. And I know how you like citing things. So
you go to weather.gov. Right there, I dropped it.
One of the causes behind jet streams is actually the rotation of the Earth. So thanks for playing, bro.
He goes to 24/7 flight radar, which takes the presupposed globe distance, then the duration, and then it just gives him the speed relative to what percentage of that presupposed distance has been covered. And it's just an algorithm that gives him the speed. And he thinks, oh, okay, well, this proves it. And it doesn't even give you the ground speed. So what you need to do to propose your claim, to even propose it, you need to get all the actual data from beginning to end, there and back, how long it took, how long it takes every time, what's the average, what's the variables that factor into that average, and how long it is for them to get to that place, and how many times it's actually faster or slower than the predicted arrival time. That's your first step. If you can't do that, you can't make any claims about how long it takes the plane to go. You don't even have how long it takes the plane to go.
So the cool thing about FlightAware, Flight Radar 24, and other websites is that you can download a spreadsheet showing every few minutes it has flight time, it has the speed, it has GPS coordinates. So yes, I can get that data for you.
And to put the icing on the cake, for any of those flat earthers out there that are still clinging to the notion that these flights don't actually exist, here's a few examples of it actually existing.
So here we go, Qantas 64 coming in from Johannesburg. Next one to go, the 787-9 Dreamliner. She'll be making a very long flight over to South Africa, down to Johannesburg, Qantas Flight 63. This service formerly operated by 747-400s.
Octo 63, connect badges here.
As with most of the Qantas international destinations. I mentioned with another 787 on short final here. The Johannesburg, South Africa arrival.
Delta 517, contact the badges here. 17 exact.
Shout out now coming in from Earth is Life. Shout out to the pilots of Qantas 63 and 64 for destroying flat Earth with every flight. Thanks for playing. Witter gets it. That's it. Dropping a 10. Earth is Life. Well, that's appropriate for your call sign, isn't it? That's a long flight over there to Joburg and back. Huge shout out from you coming in with a big 10-0. So also passing on the shout out to the 63 and the 64 for destroying the flat Earth. The Earth is not flat.
Once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and check out the rest of my videos if you're interested. And as always, peace.
Pinpoint asteroids in orbit, then hurl y'all thousands of miles an hour towards it.
Amazing shout out to Earth is Life over
Yeah.
there.
I like
That was
that.
cool.
That was a nice touch.
Yeah, I particularly like the part.
That little super chat at the end, that was like the ice, and I had to add that in there.
I like the part where
I didn't think they were gonna read it, but they did, so I recorded it.
That's cool.
I like the part where you think that, where he thinks that pilots take off not knowing how far they have to go or how much fuel they need on board. So, just put, 200-300 people on board and just kind of take off and wing it.
Yeah.
I got a question. Some people want to share a video on how things disappear from the bottom up, and this video is 7 hours long, 3 or 4 episodes of 3 hours each. Do you think they still think that this video is a little too long for them to watch?
Yes, that's stretching it a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, they might say it's too long. They cannot watch 12 minutes of.
Yeah, normally my videos are like what, 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Took me a while to make this one.
It doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes. They probably say it's a long video.
Yeah.
They don't want to see it, so they don't want to pay attention. They don't want to know. They want to keep their eyes and their mind closed.
Yeah.
They don't want to be corrupted. They don't want their bias to be disrupted.
Yeah, I know.
So how dare you challenge their flow?
As they say.
Hold on. Mandevil heard that some guy called Jose punched the hurricane so hard that it went over and rather bother farmer's boy a slight head.
Yes. Yes, although it seems to have dropped again now. But yesterday it was, it's a little bit windy.
A little bit. Go
So
ahead, Luis. Sorry about that.
I got excited when I saw MC Toon's video yesterday. I was like, oh shit, okay. So I'm literally in the middle of making now. I'm just about to finish editing it when I saw his video.
Yeah,
So-
in the same neighborhood. Yeah, same topic.
Well, I
Luis,
mean,
go ahead, man. You were going to say something. Hold on. Heard.
Go ahead.
No, I just had a silly quote from Warhammer 40k. It was like an open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded, and they took the quote and just rolled with it.
Thank you, Mandevil. Thank you very much. There were tiny millipedes at home, like real life millipedes, like 2 inches, 2 3 inches long. Small. Which they were nasty, but I used to grab them when I was a little kid, and then I was like, ew, no, when I was teenager, I didn't like that. But in my uncles, they were giant, like a foot long millipedes. I'm not talking about centipedes this time, millipedes. Bunch of tiny legs and it's just big brown long turd, and it moves really funny. The legs go like in a rhythm, in a format. I used to watch them because it was really cool to watch, man. I don't know. Those are the animals that they got extinct because then when I was an adult in Puerto Rico, I went looking for it. I didn't went looking for that, but I didn't see any. When I was a kid, when I was like a little kid, I used to go there and they were everywhere, man, every time. So those little animals, man, they got extinct. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but you higher as an adult, you're not so close to the ground.
Yeah,
And you
probably.
don't look,
Paying less
and you don't
attention.
look, and you don't look where kids look, right?
Yeah, true that. Yeah, true that. Yeah, millipedes, they walk really cool, really funny, man.
Yeah, they're chill. Don't eat them, Bill.
No. I seen people eating the centipedes. Like raw and shit.
Just be grateful that the largest species of millipede died out 290 million years ago. 8 foot long.
The big ones.
Yeah, the big prehistoric ones grew up to about 8 foot in length.
Damn, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
We could farm them today.
Yeah. 2.5 meters, just over 8 foot long.
Can you imagine that? But that's like it wouldn't harm a human, right?
Well,
Unless you fuck with him.
The reason why they were so big was because the oxygen levels were a lot higher.
Yep. That's how
Yeah.
dinosaurs got so big. There was more oxygen to support them.
But let's say centipedes, they were 8 foot, like 10 foot big. They would be dragging through the floor. They're probably like human size wide, and like no, yeah, like a human size wide wise, like giant, and the legs. I don't think they will harm you. I don't even know they got eyes. The millipedes. I like to see big ones, and just use
There
it
you
as a
go. As a recreation of how big they were.
use it as a horse over here in the neighborhood, as a pet. Oh man.
Can you imagine one of these things crawling on you, and you just have to stop moving and just let it happen? It will go away.
Quite disgusting.
CGI.
I think it will just see you and just bite you. Just bite your freaking hand off.
Yeah, they look different, very different than the ones now. More flat. You see, they used to be flat. Now they're round. They're more round. Yeah, far. Yeah, yeah. I agree with Doofus. Indeed.
I don't think it is. I think it's a real model.
I think so. Yeah, I think they
That's
made a
not the
model of
joke,
it.
man. Come on.
I've seen these in museums.
You can see it.
I think
No,
this is.
because I think you're looking at the shadow near the bottom. Maybe it looks like it's fake right there.
You can see in the texture in the actual animal. The contrast, the people with them and the table. It just doesn't add up.
Yeah, no, it's got the shadow. If you look at the shadow on the bottom, that's really there.
Yeah. CGI, papa.
Agree to disagree.
You talk to Puerto Ricans, like they very Puerto Ricans, they go like, "Hey, papa," like no, I disagree with you, papa. Like, let's go, papa. I don't know why they say papa. We do. How you doing, Papa? ¿Cómo está, Papa?
Oye,
The hell?
papá.
Yeah, oye, Papa. That's weird, right? Calling each other Papa, like Daddy. And Papi,
Yes.
also Papi, also. Hey, Papi, ¿cómo está, Papi? How you doing, Papi? Hey, we're gonna go do that thing, Papi? What the hell? Shit.
Adults calling each other
Grown
daddy
up
usually
man,
means
yeah,
something
grown
else.
up man calling each other Papi.
Yes, that's generally linked with something else, isn't it?
But that's Puerto Rico to you, man. That's a slang.
Your wife, mom, like my mom.
Yeah,
Like mom
yeah.
called his wife mom, ma,
And
mommy.
then to the girl's mommy, vaya mami, diablo, que mamacita, you know, damn, mamacita. Like, yeah, she's hot, you know, something. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Calling each other mama and papa. What the hell?
Yeah, usually that was quite common back then.
Yeah?
Who's your daddy?
Uh-oh.
So I've all but settled into my new house here in Texas, but I'm
Very nice.
still waiting on all my stuff to get shipped here from Hawaii. So
Very nice.
still waiting.
Oh,
Little bit
that'll be the
empty.
US military being its usual punctual self.
Yeah.
All right. Nice, man. Happy for you.
So yeah, we kind of have like no furniture. I'm still sleeping on air mattresses.
Look a little
Yeah.
light over there, little empty light.
Yeah.
I'll be all right,
I have
man.
to say, I don't know which room you're in, but it sounds empty.
Yeah, it's pretty. Like I said, all I have is an air mattress.
How does
Yeah.
the neighborhood looks like, the closest areas to you, around you?
Oh, it's like a regular neighborhood. I live in a cul-de-sac, so it's just everyone around here is
Nice and quiet. Yeah, I don't suppose you have to worry too much about crime then, you know. No.
Maybe
Came
the
across
occasional drunk.
around in the
Yeah.
around in the neighborhood, in the street as you drive around these last few days or whatever. Do you see a lot of like taco places, like, and little strange places? And it's not nothing, because at least where I lived, there was a shitload of taco places and little street cars and shit.
What do you mean?
Like restaurants to eat tacos,
Of
to eat or
course.
some shit like that.
You mean like look on the side of the road?
Yeah, like on the around, yeah, in your close area, yeah, like there's restaurants and weird stuff that you didn't have in previously, you haven't seen before, right? New names and stuff.
No, this is pretty
Not
much the
really?
same.
Okay.
No, it's pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know
like-
it was a shock for me, because when I'm from Florida to Texas, which is so close, right? But living over here, living for so long, and then over there were some different. It was different bakeries and taco places and like street
Yeah,
foods and stuff.
Yeah. So there's a few places that are here that weren't in Hawaii, of course. What I do love about being back in the actual mainland, the States, is that when you order something from Amazon, that shit comes like the next day. Literally,
Right.
like I can order something right now and it'll be here tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, in Hawaii, it's like you order something and it might take a week,
Yeah.
week and a half.
I've gone comparing grocery prices.
Oh God! In Hawaii, a gallon of milk was almost $7.
Woo!
Yeah.
Over there is cheap, a lot cheaper.
Gas was about $5.50 in Hawaii. Here it's about $2.99.
Nice, yeah.
So it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, man. A lot of breads in the supermarkets. You find a big section of Spanish food and tortillas and shit like that.
Yeah.
Brands, Spanish
Yeah.
brands.
I see Zebulon in the chat. Whataburger. Yep, they have Whataburger here, right down the road.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the taco place, but there was a lot of. There was like three within a few. Like there were Walmarts over here. There was the taco place. I forgot the name. and there was a few of the street vans or cars from that same restaurant like branched out around. It was cool. Everywhere you could eat a snack.
Yeah, see, on like any army post or military post, they have like they have restaurants, they have a like a grocery store, they have like a convenience store. They have all types of stuff. Like they have like a small like it's kind of like a small I would say like a Walmart.
Yeah.
Where they have they have food and they have you can buy electronics and stuff. It's called the Exchange.
Nice.
Yeah.
When I was there, I worked at HEB. HEB is one of the
Oh yeah, they have
supermarket
HEB.
brands. Yeah, I
Yep.
worked in a HEB over there.
Yeah, I go to HEB all the time.
Yeah, for the time I was there, that was my jam overnight. Stuck in shit. Hated it. Oh man. Are we ready to get out of here? Been here for a few hours, and that's good. I appreciate
we
it.
ain't done bad, have we?
Almost a few hours, yeah. Just hang out. That was the idea. Stay out of trouble for an hour or two. Let me end the poll. There was a poll earlier.
Oh yeah.
We got the results. October is my favorite month, and the 4 options. The winner is no. October is not their favorite month. 43% of the people say no. But then we got a 3-way almost tie with yes, October is their favorite month, Baba Yaga, and El Chupacabra. El Chupacabra is actually in second place after no, October not being their favorite month. So shout out to Chupacabra for taking the second place.
Yeah, I voted yes. It is my favorite month because my daughter's birthday is in October.
Very nice. Baba Yaga. I don't know. Baba Yaga, boogeyman, monster, legend.
It's the Russian.
It's the Russian boogeyman.
Yeah, well, she was a witch or something, I think. I remember. Yeah. Mentioned a lot in the Matrix films.
Yeah, I didn't want to put something generic like, I don't know, like Freddy Krueger or Jason or some, none of that shit now. Chupacabra beats them all.
Hey, Freddy Krueger when he first came out was quite good, but then it all went downhill rapidly.
What are you gonna say, Louis? You're gonna defend Freddy Krueger? He's one of my favorites.
Nah, he's a pedophile. Freddy Krueger is actually one of the worst villain you can meet.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, if he didn't have the backstory kills it, but him as a character, he's cool. I like the power, but yeah, the background is rough.
He's the worst. He's sadistic and all. I don't like him. He's got a pretty good look though.
Will you fuck
the
him?
burnt face?
Will you fuck him if you find him in the dark alley?
Nah, but I like his hat.
His hat and the dodgy striped jersey, the jumper.
Yeah.
Was it green and red, if I remember?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I thought that Baba Yaga was the equivalent of who's the villain in The Little Mermaid?
I have no idea.
It's like a hag you go to see and you make some kind of dirty pact with, and like 30 years in the future you have to give your first daughter or something.
That sounds like the boogeyman to me.
Yeah, evil hags. All of that.
Yeah, anything evil, the creepy in the dark, like like monster. That's a boogeyman, man.
Yeah, she's a deformed and/or ferocious-looking woman with supernatural powers. It's Slavic folklore.
Zeptepi, how dare you, man? Heretic. How do you think John Wick was Baba Yaga? John Wick is the motherfucker that was sent to kill the Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
I must
Shaik,
watch them
final
again.
thoughts. Final thoughts, Shaik.
Not much to say, so I'll say path is not flat. Thank you.
Woohoo! Thank you. Earth is life. Final thoughts.
Yeah, good show.
Thank you. Farmer's Boy. Final thoughts.
Apropos of nothing, if you haven't seen it yet and you like Guy Ritchie films, although it's not by him, go and watch Bullet Train. I watched it the other night. It's piss funny. It's absolutely brilliant. Have you seen it, Jose?
I have not. I just dislike a lot one of the characters. I don't know if I'm gonna see any of his. He's not an actor and none of that shit. He's just a. So
Well,
I might watch it and like.
I think I know who you probably mean, but yeah, no, it's absolutely hilarious. It's not a film to take seriously at all, but yeah, do it.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thank you very much. Luis, final thoughts.
Millipedes are cute, and all hail the Globy Witch.
All hail the Globy Witch and Squeaky Earth. Damn, it's too far.
You know what?
All
You know
right.
what? I think I'll take her as my avatar. I like her.
Good. You gotta put a picture, a photo to your avatar over here in Discord.
Okay, sure, will do.
Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate RT96. Thank you very much, man. You're a superstar. Thank you for helping me out completing the bill, the electricity bill. I got it paid instantly as when the show finishes because I know I need other stuff, but that's priority. Shout out to you and Nestle Wipes. He supported and all of you farmers, everybody that helped me out yesterday. Big time. Big thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Super Chat. Thank you for liking the video. 33 thumbs up. I like it. I like it very much. Maybe in 6 years will be 666 views on this video. So hopefully everything comes full circle. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, for coming in. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe, everybody. Jose JG out. Boom.